guys, how you doing? So we're on another little adventure this morning. It's a bank holiday Monday here, so I was thinking, what can I do? And again, maybe it's going to be a little bit of a magical mystery tour. We could be going into London. The best part about it, and as much as I have been cussing this country a lot lately. Things that have changed, a lot of things really, well, change of government, and there's been a lot of, well, I don't want to get into politics and stuff and that really, but let's just say there's been a lot of changes in recent months in the UK, and not a lot of it has been positive, but the good thing that happened this morning was, I mean, it only cost this, I'm on that bus again, the bus I get to go to Heathrow when I've travelled, if you remember, when I've travelled to the Philippines, the long haul flights from Heathrow Terminal 5. Well, I'm getting that bus from Camberley, and the driver, before he just put loaded the suitcases for people going to the airport, and he said to everyone, don't worry about paying today because the machine's broken. The machine's broken on the bus, so we essentially got a freebie as well. Instead of it being £3, I'm just travelling from Camberley to Heathrow Terminal 5, no charge this morning. It's not often that happens, is it? So that worked out okay. And then I'll probably get a one-day travel card to London, which is last time I went on the bus and did that last week. It was £11. That's for zones 1 to 6, I think, which is mostly central London. All that you need really. So I'm not sure where we're going to go today. Again, a bit of a magical mystery tour. But probably it's going to be London or Greater London. Travelling through leafy Surrey, as they call it. It's the A30 from Camberley to Bagshot. Whoops. Hopefully I'm not going to need that. It's good that they normally do have a toilet on board though, actually. This is Bagshot. It's quite a nice little old sort of small village, really. Not far from where I live. My friends Ian and Claudine live in Bagshot. It's very nice. The high street. Weather's not looking so great today, but this is England. we can work around that. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, it's cloudy. It was sunnier earlier on this morning, but it's sort of clouded up quite a lot, and I think we're going to get maybe some showers, but to be honest, I don't think it's going to amount to much. We really haven't had a lot of rain at all in the spring. And they're already saying if it carries on like this, we're going to have a hosepipe ban this summer. So I think it's on the cards as well. The sun is still up there, of course, doing its thing, but
good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight line service to Heathrow Terminal 5.
Heathrow Terminal 5.
The driver just announced all passengers should be wearing their seatbelts, so we all just buckled up. I don't think anybody was wearing the seatbelt, but like, this is a very modern bus, you know, and we are going on the M3, the M25, I think, and then to get to Heathrow, yeah, and then it's not a long time on the M25, but it's we come off at Lightwater, so we go onto the M3 at Lightwater, which is just up the road from Bagshot. But I was just thinking to myself, can you imagine, like, this is in the Philippines, it's just like, it's a completely different world, yeah. I mean, like, I've seen whole families on a bike, on a motorbike, and like the mama, the guy riding the bike, the mama at the back, and like two babies, or baby holding the baby and the kid without any helmets. It's just like a different world. So we're just coming into Heathrow Airport now. From here I'll be getting another bus, or maybe I'll be getting, actually I'm thinking I will go into London anyway, get the travel card. My budget will allow for it, especially as this ticket to get to Heathrow was a freebie. It was that far out. That's a nice start to the day. So that's the bus we just got off there. We're at Heathrow Terminal 5 now, guys. I'm gonna I was chatting to a guy on the bus. Turned out he was a Filipino. He heard me talking to you guys about you know, my last visit, going to Heathrow and that, going to the Philippines. And his name's Lorenzo, really nice guy actually. He's from. He said where I can't remember the name of the place now, but on the big island of the Philippines, well, that's what I call it, Luzon, where Manila is. There's a big active volcano, and he's from there, near there. Woo. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Got to watch out for the little ankle biters, because they're on holiday too. Running around everywhere. Right, so I've got to find the underground and get myself a ticket, a one-day travel card. Maybe I'll go to Earl's Court today. I'm not sure if it's still on, but my friends in the Ukrainian band Atmosphere, they've been playing in this festival called Mind, Body, Spirit, Earl's Court. Olympia, Earls Court. So maybe I head over there. I'm not sure, but it's still open to different ideas.
Excuse me, I was actually sat on the bus behind you.
Well, might have to be a bit quick here. Piccadilly line train. Just made that one in time. There was a train just turned up Piccadilly line to central London. The old Piccadilly. These are old trains, not like the Elizabeth line. There's a bit of a different one here. They're more vintage. So on the tube, the London Underground, Overground. At the moment, wobbling free. You won't know that about it, but when I was a boy, we had this kids program called the Wombles, and it was the theme was underground, overground, wobbling free. The Wombles of Wimbledon. Common, are we? Yeah. So it's the boring old underground, but it gets you around town.
Northfield. This is a Piccadilly line service to Hammersmith.
Seems like I've been into London maybe 3 or 4 times in the last, well, a little over a month, maybe 5 weeks. Well, certainly since I came back from the Philippines. So, mainly it was a couple of times I came because they had the VE, the Victory in Europe celebrations at the 80th anniversary of that. So, but London, yeah, actually it kind of gets you like that a little bit. So I got bitten by the bug, I think. But like, it's all good. I couldn't live here, but you know, living outside, living in Camberley, living in Surrey, it's easy enough to get in here and then get out. We are at Northfields, in case you were wondering. It's a bank holiday Monday and it's raining. Who knew? Who knew that would happen? It always happens with bank holidays. Not always, but you know, you can always say 9 times out of 10 you're going to get rain. But we need rain. We need rain, as I was saying earlier, because we're really on our way to a drought, I think, this summer. So, and the rain that we're getting is nowhere near enough. It's just like spits and spots. I'm not filming you. Hey guys, so getting back on track now. We're on a Circle Line train going towards Paddington. I managed to get to Hammersmith station, but there's been some terrible delays this morning, like signal problems and stuff coming from that train I got, the underground from Heathrow Terminal 5. It just kept stopping signals, and there was they've had failure problems and stuff and that. So it's been a bit slow going. I probably would have got into town maybe an hour earlier by now, you know, but anyway, it is what it is. It's that phrase again, it's a very English thing, that. It is what it is, you know, it's a bit like, you know, the Dunkirk spirit and all that, stiff upper lip. We are English and we will just, we just keep it all inside there and just don't, you know. I find that hard to do very much, but I'm working on it. I've learned from past experience that, you know, you can't sort of blow your top in situations like that. I was getting a bit claustrophobic in there, because it kept stopping and it was full. And I silly of me, I gave up my seat, and then there was no, everybody was standing because they went to, you know, other trains, other stations I should say, and the train just filled up, and then there was no chance of me getting a seat. And then it just stopped for ages waiting for signal, and then it started going really slowly, and then it stopped for another signal, and that's what it's been like. Welcome to bank holiday public transport system in England, guys. Just bear that in mind. If you're planning on coming here for, you know, a visit or holidays and stuff like that, it can be the public transport network system is pretty much broken actually. But anyway, like I said, I don't want to really get into politics and stuff like that. We're on our way to. I'm going to get off at Shepherd's Bush Market. We'll have a look around there because I don't know it that well. I'm not familiar with it. So yeah. Oh, maybe I just realised I've seen on the display there, it says it goes to Baker Street as well. So maybe we'll get off at Shepherd's Bush because I've got a travel card anyway. So make a day of it around central London. It seems like we've got more delays, but really it's just just waiting for the train to fill up a bit before we get into it. There's carriages, and for the tube there's surprisingly long carriages. Maybe this is more modern. Not as modern as the Elizabeth line, but I'm not sure. It's just that I mean, the Circle line's been around a long time, I guess, you know, but. Okay guys, so I just got off Shepherd's Bush Market. The screeching brakes of the train just coming into Shepherd's Bush Market. Steps down. We got rain here, guys, but it doesn't look like there's much of it, to be honest with you. It's just a very light sprinkling. So this is Shepherd's Bush Market, apparently. And it does look very London, doesn't it? Yeah. Shepherd's Bush Market. I'm not quite sure how to get there, but because I don't know this this part of town very well, actually. Oh, there's a clue. So the good thing about the one-day travel card, which I got, as I say, at Terminal 5 Heathrow, for £11 as well. Actually, because I've got a Veterans Rail card, so I get a discount. The good thing is that you can travel on the tube and you can travel on the buses as well. It's all included. Top deck of a. I try and keep it steady for you guys. So we're travelling from Shepherd's Bush Market towards, I think it's going towards White City. It's going towards White City, which I know absolutely nothing about, so I can't really give you any info on that, guys. But anyway, it's a trip out. It's trying to rain, but it's not really causing any problems. It's very light. Welcome to the rat race of London on a bank holiday. It kills a lot of people around, obviously, because it's a holiday today. Oh.
This bus, please take your belongings with you.
Does it? Oh. Me, because I got on a bus that just terminates there, so it only went up the road a little way. Sorry about the I've got to do something about my my Steadicam that I use, because sometimes if it's at a slight angle, my phone sort of drops down like that, just suddenly and erratically. It's not very good. It's not very professional. I'm afraid you just got to take me, warts and all, guys. I'm doing this for you guys. Myself as well, of course. You know, it's a day out in London, but yeah. So off the bus and straight into the tube station, Shepherd's Bush station. So we'll go somewhere else, I think. There wasn't really much to see there. I don't know about this, so it doesn't look good actually. Actually, it doesn't look good. There's so many. It's a nightmare. It's actually a nightmare traveling on the tube today. So maybe I won't do that. I think we're going to go for Plan B, guys. I'm not even sure what that is at the moment, but I'm not doing that. I'm not up for that level of misery on a bank holiday, to be going on the tube station when it's just a complete nightmare. Okay, guys, so we're walking now. I just spoke to a couple of girls there in this nice green space here, actually. This is Shepherd's Bush. Shepherd's Bush, and there's like a big open. You know, there's a lot in London. If you come to London, you'll find there's a lot of green spaces like this around. Actually, it's really cool. And they've just confirmed. She checked on Google Maps. I don't want to put Google Maps on my phone. This is another reason why I've got to get a separate standalone camera, really. And I'm looking at possibly getting a DJI. Camera for vlogging, specifically for that, because if I've got the sat nav on my phone, and I always get lost in London, it's like it's going to be interfering with the filming, so we won't do that. Another memorial to those fallen in the war. This one's the Second World War, 1939 to 1945, which is probably very poignant, as I said, 80 years since victory in Europe. Yeah, we are in central London, so you're gonna almost be constantly hearing the sirens and that going off. You've just really got to embrace the chaos a little bit when you come into London. It's kind of a bit like that, you know. So, but the sun's come out. The sun came out, so let's just enjoy this sun now. Turned out nice again. Hi guys, so I got off, I managed to get a tube. The tubes seem to have sorted themselves out. Well, I got a central line train from, where was I? Shepherd's Bush to, Shepherd's Bush Market to, and here's where we're going. Marble Arch. And it's years since I've been to Marble Arch. But there's some interesting, under the tube here, in the underground, interesting facts and myths about the arch. Some of the popular myths about the Marble Arch aren't backed up by historical record, and it mentions that Queen Victoria's that it was moved from Buckingham Palace to accommodate Queen Victoria's stagecoach rather than serve as a grand entrance to the Great Exhibition of 1851. In fact, the coronation of Queen Victoria passed through Marble Arch on its way to Westminster Abbey in 1838. Moving on anyway.
Hey!
Hi, brother.
On the TikTok, man.
How you doing, man? No, YouTube, brother.
YouTube channels, eh?
Yeah, exactly, mate. Like I say, there's a TikTok. Oh, you're doing a TikTok thing? He says, no, it's not nonsense, it's YouTube, mate. It's the YouTube nonsense. Oh, great. So there's Marble Arch under scaffold, which is a bit, they're obviously doing some restoration. They're doing a lot of restoration work on it, maybe cleaning it up and stuff. I can't do much about that, guys. I would have liked to have seen a better view of it as well. Reminds me a little bit, some years ago, sorry about that. Some years ago, when I was with my first wife, we went to the Vatican. We went to Rome in the Vatican, maybe about 1991, I think it was. The year I came back from the when I was in the Gulf, Saudi Arabia in '91, and we toured around Italy. We went to Rome and the Vatican, and we wanted to go to the Sistine Chapel. When we got into the Sistine Chapel, you couldn't see anything. It was all covered over because they were doing some restoration work and that, cleaning it up and everything. So you couldn't see anything of the Sistine Chapel. No, actually, I tell a lie. I made a mistake there. It got lost in the mist of time. You could see the Sistine Chapel in the Vatican, but you couldn't see the Last Judgment, which was the big painting that he did. I forget what you call it now, but anyway, that's Marble Arch. Yeah, this is Oxford Street, the famous Oxford Street. Nice at Christmas time when they have the lights on and everything. Oh, come on, we can hop across here, yeah? No, we can't. Love London, haven't you? Really. Oh, it does my head in. But anyway, I'm doing this for you guys. It's not for me, really. Well, it is kind of, but you can try and squeeze out a bit of whatever from London. I don't know, but it does. I don't know. It gets to me a bit. Maybe because in my heart I'm not a city boy. I'm more of a country boy. So, you know, maybe that's what it is. Whoa. We hope they stop, won't we? So guys, I just came off, well, just past Selfridges back there. I'll see if I can get back there to show you Selfridges, but check out this little Mews street. Wow, it's so quintessentially London. This is Wigmore Place. It looks very familiar to me. It looks like where they filmed. Actually, I wonder if it is. There's a film about the in the 1980s about the John Profumo affair. The guy who was a member of Parliament. I think it was the Tory party. It may have been Labour, but he was caught up in the middle of a scandal that involved Christine Keeler. And he had an affair with Christine Keeler. She was like this socialite sort of girl, but she was also having an affair with a Russian member of the government there as well, and it embroiled in a scandal and that. And this, I'm sure this is, I don't know. It looks very similar to when they filmed the film. The film was called Scandal. And it was Joanne Whalley who later went on to marry Val Kilmer. But it looks very much like this street in my memory, but maybe there were other streets like this. What they call a Mews. It's just nice to walk down here and get away from the crowds, you know, actually, to tell you the truth. I love these cobbled, nice cobbled, it's a nice cobbled street. And look at this. A very nice Land Rover. You don't see that every day in that colour. Kind of a nice sort of, I don't know what you would call that colour actually. Light green. A light green colour. So it's nice though, yeah. It looks like the scandal, like I was saying to you, but can't be sure. Harley Street Doctors. That's something, the Harley Street Doctors and that, you know. We're in West 1 here. Good to go. Because the man is green and the countdown is on. Another nice little green space in London through here. Little trees. Oh, this is really one of this is one of London's redeeming features. All the concrete and the clay, at least you can escape the madness by retreating into a nice green space. They do have a lot of them actually in the city. I'm not sure who that dude is, apart from his name is William George Frederick Cavendish Bentinck, born in MDCC. It's kind of written in Latin, and I'm trying to work out what it is, but it's that dude anyway. The rain. Oh, and it feels like it's going to rain a bit now. How you doing?
I'm filming it.
Why? Hey guys, so I just went into, oh, what did they do? Why is it stopped? How are you going to do with the old-fashioned wine? You actually got to push it. Just coming out of Selfridges. So that was Selfridges, but there was a guy on the first floor. I just went to use the public conveniences in Selfridges. As you do, my God, the music's so loud. But he said, "Sorry sir, no filming in here, that's our policy." I'm like, okay. So we exited out onto, this is Oxford Street, back onto Oxford Street. Selfridges is an amazing building actually. See if I can film some. Look at this. Yeah, wow, knocks the spots off Harrods, doesn't it, really? Building, but... I had a bit of an opportunity to film those guys there, like the doorman and the Selfridges, but because these things here, these civic music blasting so loud, and of course if you hear that it means I get a copyright, one strike on the copyright, because all the music's so loud, you know. It's not me. I'm saying to YouTube now, that is not me, that is incidental music. It is nothing that I have added to the video. So please don't give me a strike. can hear the sounds like the call to prayer in the multicultural Britain. You can hear the call to prayer there, the Quran, the Islam. That's what I was thinking of. The hustle and bustle of Oxford Street. Oxford Circus. Had to don the jacket again. I just ducked into Marks and Sparks and got my jacket out of my bag because the rain is one thing, the rain is nothing. It's a small amount of rain. We need a lot of rain, and we got a very small amount of rain. But it's the cloud, heavy cloud, and the sun was out earlier. But now it's a cold wind blowing from somewhere. I don't know where that's coming from, but say hi to YouTube. Hi. Thank you. Hey guys, so I made a decision to get out of London now. I'm done with it. The weather's really rubbish anyway now. It's raining on and off and not very nice out there. Yeah, I've seen enough today. It was a shame about the bank holiday delays and everything and that, but so I can get an Elizabeth line train back to Heathrow Terminal 5. So I'll do. This ain't gonna work. Oh, I did. Yeah, it did work that time. Elizabeth line this way. All fun and games today. Elizabeth line. These are nicer trains on the Elizabeth line, more modern line.
Customer information. Uniformed and
I'm actually really tired. It just hit me like a ton of bricks actually as well. It's enough. London can do that to you for sure, you know. A lot of negative energy I felt today, and it's just like, whoa, I'm feeling wiped out. It started off quite difficult. It started off easy actually going from Camberley and then getting to Heathrow. It didn't cost me a penny because like I said earlier, the machine was broken on the bus, and he said, "I'll just wave at the fare light," you know. I'm like, oh, okay. That was a Brucey bonus. But I don't think I'm going to be doing the London thing again. Not for quite a while, actually. It's too much. Anyway. Yeah, there's some London places of interest there on there. that this line serves. Elizabeth Line. It's a few years old now, actually. I think it was. I'm not sure if it was the Queen's Golden Jubilee when that line opened. I'd have to check on that, but I'd have to do a Mr. G, Google check on that one. But it's certainly been open a few years. Elizabeth Line. Yeah, this is the one I want. Terminal 2 and 3 and Terminal 5. Change at Terminal 2 and 3 for 4, but I'm going straight through to 5, so it should be good to go for this one.
Might let us off first.
The next station is Bond Street.
Hey guys, so managed to get the bus back. I don't know how I managed to do it, because the next one, said it was 1838. This bus from Terminal 5 to goes to Camberley. I think it alights at Frimley actually, or it goes to Basingstoke. I'm not sure. But I don't know how I made it, because literally my train got into Terminal 5, and it said on my watch it said 1834, and the train was leaving at 8:30, and the bus was leaving at 18:38. So I thought, oh, it's a real jog, and I was really sprinting. I was sprinting actually, and I feel it now in my lower back because I'm wearing these barefoot shoes. It's really not great for running in, but somehow or other I made it, because the next bus isn't for 2 hours, because it's bank holiday. I thought, oh no, I'm going to have to kill 2 hours at Terminal 5, but we did it. Okay. That's me signing off, guys. Anyway, hope you like the magical mystery tour again. This time, to different parts. It's London again. But hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about Marble Arch. It's just covered in scaffolding. You couldn't really see it in its proper glory. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the film. If you did, give us a like. And if you're watching this and you haven't seen my stuff before, or you have seen my stuff before, but you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. Please hit the subscribe button. Cheers guys, see you in the next one.